Joining us today live
Hello,
on set, a special
and welcome
guest.
to the Dunbar High School podcast. We are here today with a few special guests, so go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Hello, I'm Valerie Meir, and I'm a senior at Dunbar High School.
I'm Ramsey, Superintendent, Fort Worth ISD.
I'm Keyshawn Cahill, and I'm a senior at Dunbar High School.
Okay, and as you know, we are using this Dunbar High School podcast to talk about all things great in Dunbar High School, but we wanted to bring in Dr. Ramsey today to just talk about Fort Worth ISD, how we can get all stakeholders included in what we can do to help not just Dunbar High School, but all Fort Worth ISD schools to increase engagement with parents, community, all stakeholders involved. So let's get started because we don't want to hold Dr. Ramsey up. We know she has a lot to do, a busy schedule, so let's get started.
What is the major goal that you would like to accomplish as your second year of superintendent?
So Coach actually kind of stole my thunder because a major goal I want to accomplish this year is for us to feel like we're united as a school district.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of pride in our city, a lot of pride in our schools and our pyramids, but we need to get it together as one Fort Worth. And so for me, one major goal is for us to have a sense of pride as a school district as a whole.
Right. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Unified.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how can students, parents, and staff better share the responsibility of outcomes?
It is the responsibility of all of us to make sure our students get what they need. And as a matter of fact, this Thursday, I'm going to a professional learning for myself on student-led conferences because I think that's something that we need to incorporate district-wide in a space where parents come to the school, but the students actually lead the conference about where am I at, what are my goals, and how do I get there. I think that allows our students to be responsible for themselves, the parent piece to understand what needs their child has, and then the school to push in the supports that are available here in our schools to help our students.
Right. And I think that actually will make everyone be accountable for what their specific job is in helping all students be successful.
That's right. Each one of us has a role, and we can't do it alone. We have to do it together.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, knowing what you know now, what advice would you give to the 16-year-old Angelica Ramsey?
Oof. So, man, that's probably the hardest question. No way I would think as a 16-year-old that I would be sitting here. So I am our students. I was an emergent bilingual student. I did not speak English till I started school. We qualified for free lunch, and I just didn't always see myself as college material or being successful post-high school because I didn't have anyone who looked like me that I could see. And so I think that I would go back and tell myself, you need to believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself. You need to create a pack of people that believe in you, even on days when you don't believe in yourself. And to know that where you come from, you always have to honor it and do right by your community, but it's not your destiny. Mm-hmm. I think that's what I tell myself.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That's an excellent one. And that's one that probably a lot of our students, because they don't sometimes feel like they have someone that looks like them or can understand them. So that's something that they probably definitely need to hear in this day and age.
For sure.
Okay, I have the next question. As a former English teacher, English 1 and English 2, so tested subject areas, how important are state assessments to the overall student success?
State assessments are probably most important to people that aren't in the classroom and have nothing to do with schools.
Okay, wait, let me drop a bomb for that. Let me give a bomb for that one. As a former teacher, yes, okay.
I mean, that's just facts. You know, our legislator, realtors, they love test scores. But how we do one day a year has nothing to do with our value and worth. And we sometimes forget who we serve. You know, in Fort Worth ISD, over 40% of our students are learning a second language, English as their second language. They may not pass a test the first time, but that doesn't mean they're not learning.
Right.
So to judge children, teachers, schools in a school district based on tests is so misguided.
One more bomb. Yes, okay. Because that is I knew my students were learning.
Yep.
Now the it may look differently on the test, but I knew that they were learning, and when they came to me, they were at a level, and we got
And you grew
up.
them.
Right, exactly.
That's right.
So, but
That's
but
right.
I know tests make money, and they do what they need to do. So I will leave it at that.
We will leave it at
Okay,
that.
we'll
No
leave
one
it at-
asks us
Right.
for a reason, because anyone who's in the know understands that the state spends millions of dollars on people getting richer off of state tests instead of giving dollars to higher
Right.
salaries for teachers and programs for our students.
Right, I agree. Okay, so maybe we need to go to Austin.
Let's go.
Okay.
We
Okay.
can go right after this.
Yes, sounds good. Okay, Keyshawn, you have the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay, what is Fort Worth ISD doing to close the achievement gap between all students?
Yeah, that's probably the most important thing for me. We have 3 subgroups in our school district that need to catch up. Our emergent bilingual students, our African American students, our students with special needs. So we created a school performance framework where every single school, based on not only academic, but also non-academic data points like attendance, enrichment opportunities, access to advanced academics courses. So we kind of graded our schools, but internally, so that we could look at what additional supports are needed at specific schools, for both schools and then student populations within schools. So we're providing very specific support for students and very specific support for schools. It's the time in Fort Worth IFC of everyone getting the same is gone, because that doesn't help anybody. We have to really focus on our student groups. And so we have a really tight actually plan for all 3 of those student groups, because if you don't have it written down, you don't have goals, you're not going to work towards them and you're not going to meet them.
I completely agree. So, as a parent, you know that all kids need things differently.
Yep.
They're not the exact same. So they're both children, but we have to serve them differently.
That's right.
To help them reach their full potential.
That's right. And at some of our schools, it's academic support. At some of our schools, it's actually mental health support. At some schools, it's both.
Right.
And so pouring in what's needed, not just the same, or we're going to continue to get the same results
Right,
that we've
exactly.
always gotten.
Okay, sounds good. Valerie, you have the next one?
Yeah. So what is your favorite movie or song of all time?
So my favorite movie of all time is actually an Italian movie called Cinema Paradiso.
Okay.
And the reason I like it, it's because it's about a relationship between a little boy who's like obsessed with movies. And back in the day where like the cinema house was the center of town, that's where everyone went. And he hangs out with the projectionist. And as he grows up, the projectionist tells him, I don't want you here. I want you to go off, see things. You can come back, but I want to hear about you. I don't want to see you, because I believe in you. And it always just stuck with me. And I'm not an emotional person, but I cry when I see that movie.
Okay. So is this an older movie or?
It's probably older to the students. Probably late 80s, early 90s.
Okay.
So Cinema Paradiso.
Okay, we'll have to add that to a watch list.
Yeah, it
a
is
movie
fantastic.
night. Okay, sounds
Great
good.
soundtrack, track 2.
Okay, now I have the most important question. As a Dunbar High School alumnus that graduated in 2003.
Yeah.
But I did grow up in the Eastern Hills School District in the Eastern Hills attendance zone.
Yep.
But I attended Dunbar High School. Who is the real pride of the East Side?
Students, this is called a setup question when they set up the people on the podcast. Seriously though, honestly, there's a magic here. I think you walk the halls and you almost feel the spirit of the namesake of the school. There is something to be said about walking into a school and walking through and seeing students in a place that just exemplifies Black excellence. We don't always get that. We don't always get that for our students. And to walk through, to know that it's a community school, to have teachers that went to school here, staff that went to school here, their children went to school. Some of them, they're on third generation,
Right.
their grandbabies are here.
They are.
There is something special And this school is the pride of Stop 6. And I'm just thrilled to see kind of the revitalization of the
Yes.
area. It's so very important. And so, while not answering the question.
I won't give you an answer, but I'll give a bomb on that answer. So I won't make you say Dunbar, even though we all know it is Dunbar. So I will give a bomb, one more bomb for that. Okay, we appreciate that. So thank you, Dr.
Absolutely.
Ramsey. Keyshawn, thank you. Valerie, thank you. We appreciate it. Hopefully, we can get you back maybe at the end of this year to talk
You tell me.
what we did accomplish, what else we need to work on, and we can have some more students, because we want, again, to use this platform to have engagement, to show people what we're doing at Dunbar, and then Forward ISD also.
Yeah, excellent. So I heard that there's a spirit chant here that I would like to be
Okay,
taught.
well,
So
come
we
on,
have
let's do
two students that are supposed to teach me.
Okay.
Okay, come
Walk
on.
me through it.
Okay, so we'll say I'll be a Wildcat, who be you? And then you respond with I'll be a Wildcat too. Woo.
Got it.
Okay, but remember, we gotta say it loud and proud.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And it's I be a Wildcat who or two?
Who?
Who?
Who? And we're gonna ignore the grammatical errors. We're just
Oh,
gonna
no,
go
no,
with it. Okay, we're just gonna go. Okay, so who? Y'all two are gonna say the. Okay, come on, let's do it loud and proud.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'll be a Wildcat, who be you?
I be a Wildcat too. Woo!
We got it.
Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate it. All righty. We're out. Oh, let me sign out. Okay, play our music, and we are signing out from the Dunbar High School podcast. Thank you again for tuning in. We will be back again with more guests. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Greetings, Wildcat Nation. As you can see, the media team has been hard at work. We have one task for you all, though. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. The channel is Dunbar HS 5700. Make sure to go and subscribe.
And be sure to follow us on all of the social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.
Definitely. We hope to see you there.